So imbalance or vertical development, it's one-sided trading. Either the buyer or the seller, but not both, is clearly in control. And this is a situation where value is unknown in the degree of time that is developing vertically. In a balanced situation, it's a two-sided market. Neither the buyer nor the seller is clearly in control, either one of them. It's a standoff. Now, you will have two-sided markets that are not particularly tradable. That's fine. You know, when you look at a market and you can't tell what's going on, it's some form of two-sided trading. It's not necessarily the nice, neat, tradable balance areas that we want to find, but it's some form of two-sided. If you can't tell, if you look at a market for more than 5 seconds and you look at it and you say, that's two-sided trading, but it may not be tradable. You can recognize a market that is in vertical development immediately. It doesn't take a lot of thought process. My 10-year-old can do it. You can recognize a market that is in a nice, neat balance area. It doesn't take a lot of practice to learn to do it. But when you look at a market and it's sort of all over the place, it's two-sided trading, but it's not necessarily tradable. So not all, you should and you will over time be able to look at a market and know beyond a, with a high probability what phase that market is trading. But you're never going to get to the point where you can look at every single market in all time frames and know how to trade it, or that it's tradable. And if you know that itself is invaluable knowledge. You just go look at another market and let that thing calm down. There are times where, one market or another just goes nuts. It's not tradable. And that's some sort of two-sided, wide-range dogfight between the big money buyers and the big money sellers. And, this bell curve Gaussian shape thing that was part of the initial, was actually the genesis of the market profile concept. Specifically, this Gaussian statistical distribution that Seligman came up with. I mean, he talks about it. Is way overplayed and misunderstood. We do get that shape, and first of all, it's not Gaussian. It's sort of Gaussian. And I'm not a statistician. I know just enough math and statistics to be dangerous. But technically, your mathematicians will tell you that it's not really, what we're looking at is not a perfectly standard distribution. The tails are too fat and other things. And there's too much incidence near the mode, too. But, again, that's beside the point. The point of this is that the people that try to take this and hammer it into this perfect substitute for a statistical distribution are missing the point also. That's not what this is about. It does have the regression characteristics of a statistical distribution, but you need to understand the characteristics. It's not about this rote application of a statistical distribution, the bell curve thing. Markets are constantly in transition from one phase to another, balance, imbalance, balance, imbalance. They tend to form a very consistent process of development during this process of transition, and this is what gives us an edge. We're identifying a market phase of larger degree than the one we're trading, and then we take the one we're trading and identify trade opportunity. That is all we're doing.